Hello, welcome to English for Everyone, where we practice real-life American English. Today we're going to learn to avoid some important mistakes, so let's get started. First, this is not correct.
There are other types of phrases that come in handy when you're talking to a native speaker and you don't understand something. Could you repeat this, please?
If you don't understand someone, you cannot say, "Could you repeat this, please?" We cannot use this in the sentence. We have to say that. If you don't understand someone, you can say, "Could you repeat that, please?" But you cannot say, "Could you repeat this, please?" We have to use that. There's a big difference. So if you don't understand me, what do you say? That's right, you say, "Could you repeat that, please?" And I'll repeat it. This is also not correct.
Each team completes homework, and for every completed homework, you get points.
I cannot say "for every completed homework." Homework is not countable. So how do you count homework? You say assignment. It's correct to say "for every completed homework assignment" or "for every completed assignment." But we cannot say "for every completed homework." Homework is not countable. And keep watching until the end of this video to practice with other words like homework that are not countable and how to use them correctly. This is also not correct.
Because in a lot of times, I know people jump over levels.
I cannot say "because" in a lot of times people jump over levels. When you say "a lot of times," we cannot use the preposition "in." I cannot say "in a lot of times." We just have to omit "in" and say "because a lot of times people jump over levels." Remember, don't use "in" when you say "a lot of times." Just eliminate it. So the idea, a lot of times some people jump over levels. This is also not correct.
And I just came back from the UK. I took part in an exchange program.
I cannot say "I took part in an exchange program." The word program is countable, so we have to use an article. It's correct to say "I took part in an exchange program." We have to use "an," the article. It's correct to say "I took part in an exchange program." In an exchange program. We have to use the article "an" because program is countable. Example, she took part in an exchange program. Again, she took part in an exchange program. She took part in an exchange program. Let's practice. Did she take part in an exchange program? That's right, she took part in an exchange program. This is also not correct.
Let's start with level number 1, basically the foundation. It's called the phonetic aspect. Then the phonetic aspect is the first thing that you should take care of, where teachers talk a lot not only about pronunciation and phonetics.
I cannot pronounce the word phonetic or phonetics. The first vowel is the short like cup and up. It's relaxed. Phonetics. We have to pronounce the word phonetic and phonetics, not phonetics. Don't use the O, use the short phonetics. Example, when you're learning a language, it's important to study phonetics. What do you think? Do you think it's important to study phonetics when you're learning a language? That's right, it's important to study phonetics when you're learning a language. This is also not correct.
Because sometimes you see, rid of. How do you use it? I got rid of unnecessary clothes in my wardrobe.
I cannot say "I got rid of." I got rid of unnecessary clothes in my wardrobe. The word "of" is pronounced with the short sound, like cup and up, of. Not "of," but "of." We need to make a closed sound. I got rid of. So it's correct to say, "I got rid of unnecessary clothes in my wardrobe." Example, she got rid of her old clothes. She didn't need them anymore, so she got rid of them. She gave them away to charity. Or maybe she threw them in the trash. I'm not sure. But she got rid of them. She got rid of them. So the word "of." If the word "of" is before a consonant, sometimes you don't hear the "v" sound. So you can say "she got rid of them," "she got rid of them," or "she got rid of them." But the vowel stays the same. We need a closed sound. Of, or got rid of them. She got rid of them, or she got rid of them. She doesn't have them anymore. She gave them to somebody. Let's practice. What happened to her old clothes? Did she get rid of her old clothes? That's right. She got rid of her old clothes. Or I can use the pronoun them. Did she get rid of them? That's right. She got rid of them. This is also not correct.
I'd rather you know 4 tenses and use them correctly.
I cannot say, I'd rather you know 4 tenses and use them correctly. Pronunciation. I cannot say, I'd rather. We say, I'd rather. We cannot combine the D in I'd and the R in rather and make the sound J, I'd rather, which is confusing because normally we do that with words like drink, drive, and address. We see DR together, we make the sound J like juice plus the R and put it together. Again, drink, drive, address. This is the correct pronunciation of these words, but when you say I'd rather, we don't do it. We say I'd, make the stop D, and then you make the R. I'd rather. We cannot say I'd rather. Let's hear some examples.
I'd rather go to my crummy class reunion than do that picture.
I'd rather him see me unhappy every day than every other weekend happy.
But all things being equal, I'd rather be in Philadelphia.
Thank you very much, but I'd rather not.
I'd rather be dead than go back.
Let's practice. Where would you rather go on vacation? Florida or Hawaii? You have 2 choices. Where would you rather go? I'd rather go to Hawaii. Where would you rather go? Very good. This is also not correct.
Discourse. Basically, your conversations. Your monologues.
I cannot pronounce the word monologues. For the first syllable, we use the short ah sound like hot and stop. We say ma, mon, mana, monologues. Now let's talk about the last vowel. Logs. We use the aw sound like automobile and audio, call and wall, log. So again, monologues. The first O is the short ah sound like hot and stop, ma, mana. The second vowel is a short sound like cup and up, mana. Monologues. And the last O is the aw sound, like dog and call, logs. Together, monologues. Each O has a different pronunciation. Example, you can listen to monologues to practice your English. To improve your listening skills, you can listen to monologues. Let's practice. Can you listen to monologues to improve your listening skills? That's right, you can listen to monologues to improve your listening skills. So keep watching to practice with more words that are not countable, like work and homework. Today we're going to talk about some words that we don't count. They're not countable. Some ideas and experiences where we don't say We use some. Advice is not countable. We cannot say an advice or a good advice. There's no just advice. But the best option is some. She gave her daughter some advice. He is giving him some good advice. Let's practice. Did they give her good advice?
Yes, they gave her good advice.
Did they give her good advice? Very good. News is a word we don't count. There's no a new or two news. It's just news. Only in that form. And there's no We cannot say a news. So the best option, some. Some news. I heard some good news today. Why is he so happy?
He's happy because he has some good news.
Why is he so happy? Very good. Information is a word we don't count. It's not countable, so no The best option, some. Some information. I have some good information for you. Did he give him some good information?
Yes, he gave him some good information.
Did he give him some good information? Very good. Progress is a word that we don't count. There's no progress. Best option, some. Some progress. And the action is make. They made some progress. Is he learning Spanish?
Yes, he's learning Spanish.
Is he making any progress?
Yes, he's making some progress.
Is he making any progress? Very good. Fun is a word we don't count. No one fun or two funs, just fun. We had fun at the party. Did you have fun in the class? Oh yes, we learned a lot and we had some fun. Did you have any fun in the class?
Yeah, we had some fun in the class.
Did you have any fun in your class? Very good. When using work as a thing, I do work, he did work, it's not countable. There's no Best option, some. He did some work. Do you have to do some work today?
Yes, I have to do some work today.
Do you have to do some work today? Very good. Homework is a word we don't count. We don't say one homework or two homeworks, just homework. I have some homework to do. She's doing some homework. Is she doing some homework today?
Yes, she's doing some homework today.
Is she doing some homework today? Very good. When using uncountable words, sometimes you really want to count them, and we can use a piece. Let me give you a good piece of advice. He is giving him a piece of advice. He is giving him a piece of information. Did he give his son an important piece of advice?
Yes, he gave his son an important piece of advice.
Did he give his son an important piece of advice? Very good. Did he give him a piece of information?
Yes, he gave him a piece of information.
Did he give him a piece of information? Very good. Remember, homework is not countable. The best option is some. I have some homework. She has some homework. If you really want to count it, we use assignment. I have one assignment. She has two assignments. Does she have any homework today?
Yes, she has some homework today.
Does she have any homework today? Very good. How many assignments does she have?
She has 2 assignments today.
How many assignments does she have? Very good. When using words that are not countable, some is the best option, but sometimes you want to say a lot of. So, pronunciation, a lot of. Put the words together with the T sounding D, 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 d. A lot of, a lot of. Examples. He gave him a lot of good advice. He has a lot of work to do. They made a lot of progress. He gave him a lot of good information. We use a lot of for a positive. But if it's negative, we use much. I don't have much work to do. We use a lot of for a positive. I have a lot of work. And we use a lot of for negative. I don't have a lot of work. But much is only for negative. We cannot use it for positive. So negative, I don't have much work. They didn't make much progress. Did he give his son a lot of good advice?
Yes, he gave him a lot of good advice.
Did he give him a lot of good advice? Very good. Did he give him a lot of information?
Yes, he gave him a lot of information.
Did he give him a lot of information? Very good. Let's practice negatives. Does he have a lot of work today?
No, he doesn't have much work today.
Does he have a lot of work today? Very good. Did they make a lot of progress?
No, they didn't make much progress.
Did they make a lot of progress? Very good. So remember, some words we don't count. No the best option is some. Advice, information, progress, news, work, and fun. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, watch it again. Keep practicing.